Finals day here at the Denisa Denmark Open in the beautiful ancient city of Odense. Well, after that men's doubles, all fast and furious, we turn our attention to mixed doubles. And it features the number 5 seeds, the two left-handers, Jae and Chae of Korea, up against the Olympic silver medalists and number 4 seeds, Champeng-soon and Go Li-ying. Well, I can tell you that 2 of the mixed doubles quarterfinals are on court at the moment, and as you can see, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping have beaten their teammates in 2 straight games, so the number 2 seeds safely through. But at quarterfinal stage, 5 different nationalities involved, because 3 Chinese pairs, 1 from Indonesia, Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong, China, and Malaysia. 6 seeds, 3 in each half of the draw. A mention ought to be made of the pair promoted from the reserve list, Wang Qilin and Chen Qi-ya of Chinese Taipei. They're on court right now. In fact, they've taken the opening game against the former champions, the 2017 winners, Tang Chongman and Si Ying-suit, the number 8 seeds from Hong Kong, China. Well, the winners from the last 2 years in the quarter-final stage, because not only Tang and Si, who I mentioned had won the title 2 years ago, the defending champions, and that's Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong, the number 1 seeds. They're on court at the moment against Jordan and Octavianti. So the 2 left-handers announced onto centre stage first, Jae and Chae number 5 seeds, making their second appearance here as a pair. They were semi-finalists last year, lost out to Puavaranukre and Tegrat Panachai, who then lost in the final. So to the Olympic silver medalists, the number 4 seeds, Champeng-soon and Go Li-ying, making their 7th appearance at the Denmark Open. And this is their 3rd quarter-final, because they actually reached the semi-final in 2012, and they were quarter-finalists last year. Who did they lose to in the quarter-final a year ago? None other than their opponents of today. So I can tell you this will be a 5th meeting between these 2 pairs. And of the previous 4 encounters, honours are shared, 2 wins apiece. So it's obviously the 2nd time that they have played at the Denmark Open. Last time they played was in the 2nd round of this year's Indonesia Super 1000 events, and that was won by Champeng-soon and Go Li-ying. But as far as the Korean pair are concerned, this is their 6th consecutive quarter-final in 6 tournaments played. They're actually trying to reach their 4th consecutive semi-final in tournaments played. And that, to me, is very, very good, consistent form. The 2 left-handers. And as far as Jae is concerned, he's 22 years of age. And he and his partner are enjoying their 4th consecutive week at a career high of number 5 on the world ranking. He was actually a quarter-final finalist here 2 years ago with Kim Ha-na. Lost out to the eventual beaten finalists, Chen Xiwei and Cheng Qing-cheng. Chae is 24 years of age, born in Busan, and she's been a quarter-finalist here as well with a different partner. That was with Shin Baek-chul. That was in 2015, lost out to Jochen Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, the 2 Danes, both now retired. Both of their matches so far in 2 straight games against Tan Kiang Ming and Lai Pei-jing of Malaysia. And then yesterday, in the second round against Chang Tek-ching and Ng Wen-young from Hong Kong, China, who in the very first round beat the reigning European champions, the Adcocks. And the Korean pair beat the Hong Kong pair in just 23 minutes. So to the Olympic silver medalists and number 4 seeds, Chan Peng-soon is 31 years of age, and talking of the Adcocks, he shares a birthday with Chris Adcock, although he's a year older. The number 6 in the world rankings at the moment, though they did spend 17 weeks across 2 different spells as world number 3s. Go Liu Ying is 30 years of age, born in the beautiful ancient city of Malacca, historic states. And third quarter-final here for them. And they had a very tough battle yesterday against Pranav Jerry Chopra and Sikki Reddy, the left-hander. Came from 17-20 down in the opening game, saved good 4 game points before winning it 26-24, dropped the second game before winning the deciding game 21-11 in a match just 2 minutes shy of the hour mark. So for this pair from Malaysia, 2 titles this year, both of them Super 300 events. The Thailand Masters, that was their second consecutive Thailand Masters, and also the New Zealand Open. Our court officials for this one, Andy Punama, and a different service judge to the information I've been given. Service judge from Latvia. Goodness.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Israel. I can't help you on it, but I can see it's a different service judge.
Yeah.
That's what we've been given.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chan Peng-soon and Go Li Ying, Malaysia. And on my left, Chae Yu and Seo Young-jae, Korea. Go Liu Ying to serve then Seo Young-jae, Local play.
Well, I think the umpire is Las Fieras from Latvia.
Over. 1 love.
Been pretty stunning and consistent run of form for the Koreans, hasn't it?
It has.
Their 6th consecutive quarter-final in tournaments played.
And I will not be surprised if they move up even further on the world ranking into the top 4.
Yes, because of course the world number 4s at the moment, who were the number 3 seeds, Yuta Watanabe and Norisa Higashino, lost in the very first round here.
Yes, and they have not been in great form lately.
No. Well, they've made a positive start, haven't they, the 2 left-handers?
Yeah, they love to be on the attack. I was commentating on the first match they played against Tan Kian Ming and Lai Pei-jing of Malaysia, and they completely outplayed Lai Pei-jing at the net, and it was a walk in the park.
Oh my goodness gracious!
It happens to the best of us.
Service over.
Yeah.
1-3. Service over.
Well, my immediate thoughts, looking at these first few points, first 5 points, is that the Malaysians certainly can't afford to defend.
No.
Yeah, they have to get themselves on the attack.
They have to. And that's also how they play best. The best formation is, of course, having Goh Lu Ying at the back and at the front and controlling.
Yeah.
She must control the net. That's very, very important for the Malaysian combination. That's well left. I think is out.
Service over.
Ah. Well, the umpire called it out.
Yeah.
So it is the Koreans who've challenged. I
think
thought it was wide of the centre line.
It's wide of the centre line.
Yeah.
It's most likely in. Yeah, it's in on the first line there, but it's out on the centre line.
1 challenge remaining. 2-5. Play.
That was a good call by the umpire. It was a close one.
Yeah, because it's very, very difficult for her to see that centre line when you've got somebody waiting to receive serve.
And a foot in front.
Yeah, she did very well. Oh, that's a good return of serve.
Service over. 6-2. Service over. 3-6.
Oh, the umpire making another good call, I think.
Yeah, that was short of the line. The umpire is really being tested. That was, I think that was wide of the line as well, that one.
Service over.
Chan Peng-sun chose to play it.
4-7.
Probably a good choice anyway.
Malaysians independent players now. End of last year, they quit BAM, Badminton Association Malaysia. That's a good interception.
That's out.
Yeah, well left.
9-4.
Do you think that decision to be independent could jeopardise their Olympic place?
Let me put it this way, I hope not.
Yeah.
In the sense that they have chosen their own setup, their own sponsors, their own way of doing it, choosing their own path of qualification and so on. And should they qualify, I sincerely hope that they are chosen to play.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a situation, let's say, that they qualify as pair number 7 on the world ranking, and the other pair from Malaysia is qualifying as number 9. And then you could say there could be a choice between two pairs.
Yeah, yeah. But ultimately, I mean, all sports fans in Malaysia would want the best chance of
9.
all their athletes picking up medals.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, so if they're the best chance of picking up a medal, then Then
and
it would be...
they have been consistently in the top 5, top 6
have,
for ages and ages, and they did so well last time. They have the experience. They know what it's like to play under the pressure of playing in an Olympics and so on.
Yeah.
So there are so many things going for Chan Peng-sun and Goh Liu-ying coming to this kind of selection.
Service over. 10-6. Left.
No, what was the problem there?
It was not. He was not ready, Chan Peng-sun, but he still played it. I actually saw in another match exactly the same happen on the adjacent court, and in this case, it would have been the Koreans. They would have played the shot, but they played it out, and then they lost the point, despite the fact that at first it was a let, and then they played it out, and then they lost it.
10.
Yeah.
It was quite remarkable.
If you play the shuttle back, you're deemed to have been ready. Under the rules.
Under the rules, yeah. But, you know, you raise your hand and...
But just don't hit the shuttle then.
yeah.
Just let it drop.
It was so really
It's
weird
over.
to watch.
Yeah.
11-7 interval.
So it's a 4-point advantage for the two left-handers, the Koreans,
给他们
So
呢，
Seung-jae
顾和
and
正
Che
手多一点
Yu-jung.
因为他们两个左手他很喜欢他，在这边的球打替他正手，他们两个是正手，所以你的精力啊，当你 backhand 挡直线的时候，你可以顾一顾你的 backhand；当你挡中间的时候，你要顾你的正手。他往你正手来拨，但是你有机会引过去的时候，往女孩子的
Their
这边打，
coach.
刺回女孩子的中线，不要腿都刺回中线一点点。然后他因为他一路这样等。好，受补连你要封他是吗？你挡了这个球啊，你的精力放在这边多一点。他很喜欢打回直线的，因为难都好多打线。你不要的话，你要让的话，你头顶抓紧一点，让炳顺飞过去。啊，这个要清楚。啊。
유정이한테는 앞에 이제 중간볼 뒤로 가는 건 네가 잡아줘야지, 알았지? 아까 크로스 잘하던데 그렇게처럼 네가 딱 하면 돼. 잘하고 있어. 유정 잘하고 있어.
Play.
Oh, that's just delightful.
That's really good awareness.
12-7.
Well played by Seung-jae there. And Goh Liu-ying is doing all the right things on that one. She's closing down the net as what she's supposed to do. She's also closing down the mid-court area. But look at the awareness of Seung-jae, just seeing that cross-court gap.
Yeah, nicely done. You see, sometimes you just have to say,
Service over.
my opponent's hit a better shot.
8.
Yeah.
You can't sort of overanalyze it and say, should I have covered that or whatever.
No, you accept.
Yeah.
You have to accept
Yeah.
and say, OK, well done.
Yeah.
Hats off for that, and then
Yeah.
off you go. Next
Yeah.
one. But the Malaysian pair is far more aggressive now after the mid-game interval.
Yeah. Well, after operations on both her knees, Goh Liu-ying
8.
does sometimes struggle with changing direction on the sideways movement.
Exactly, and also if the block shots are coming sometimes and, you know, she's back in a defensive position and it's not so easy for her to come forward. It's a little bit like Thanachai from Thailand. Bit of the same issue.
Service over. 9-13.
Longest rally so far. Oh.
And I think that's a clever shot play tactics from the Malaysians when they can lift kind of fast, but for Cha Yu-jung. So she's standing at the back. She is not hitting very hard from the back, in all honesty. There's not a lot of pressure from her. So if they can catch her at the back, that can be a good tactic to play.
Yeah.
And we saw it here. She was going for the line, straight down the line there, and it was going out. She was going for placement because she knows she hasn't got the power.
Bunch of rackets. Just checking it, make sure it's not cracked. Thank you. Well, they're both a little concerned. Why don't they just change the rackets?
Yeah, I wonder why. Got plenty in the bag.
That's a good serve.
Yeah, she's a very, very steady server, Goh Liu Ying.
12-13.
Especially under pressure. If it's really like 19 all, 20 all, she's a good server.
Yeah. Well, it's 4 straight points now for the Malaysian pair. Good rally. I appreciate what you mean about she's not really a threat from the back of the court, but how long does she stay at the back of the court? She hits one shot and she's on the way forward.
Yeah.
Cha Yu-jung.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Quite unusual to have 3 mixed doubles on the 3 courts. I know we focus on court number 1, but we have the full view here, and there's 3 mixed doubles going on at the same time.
The 2 adjoining courts are both in the deciding games. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. That is well played.
Service over.
Yeah, CHAE, even from a very, very low position, refuse to lift it.
Yeah.
And that's why you get punished.
15. Service over. 16-13.
That's well played by Cha Yu-jung. Really nice interception on that 3rd shot.
Yeah, it's super, isn't it?
Thank you.
beautiful.
Yeah, the problem was that the Malaysian put themselves in trouble because look at this, Chan Peng Sun on his return of the serve, he stayed at the net, and suddenly it left the whole back open, and then Goh Liu Ying had to defend that one. Put them in a lot of trouble on that. Good play by the Koreans here. Solid attacking play.
We're 2 points away now from the opening game.
13.
Just when you thought the Malaysians, they were within a couple of points.
They were getting close.
Yeah. There's just 1 point in it at 12-13.
Yeah, one stage, yes.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Good reaction there. It's out. Good reaction by Chan Peng Sun.
Service over. 14-19.
Yeah, good pressure.
15-19.
Oh, that's very good work from Goh Liu Ying.
16-19.
Yeah, the difference between the two pairs at the moment is that Seo Seung-jae is more positive in his approach. He's playing more attacking badminton than what Chan Peng Sun is playing from the Malaysian side. And I just said that, and look at that beautiful follow-up.
Yeah.
That was good play by Peng Sun.
17-19. Go. Go. Go.
Four straight points.
Look at when the Malaysian pair is getting straight, points in a row. It's always on Goh Liu Ying's serve. It's never on Peng Sun's serve.
No. So 1 point in it. What a comeback. Oh, yes. A little exchange at the front of the court.
20, game
So
point,
tight.
18.
Look at that wonderful shot, but the counteract from Seo Seung-jae. So it's now get 2 game point opportunities for the Koreans. Opening game, 21-18.
And CHAE 21-18.
Umpire confirming the scoreline for the number 5 seeds, Seo Seung-jae and Che Yu-jung. 21-18.
OK 啊，好，你的正手那边注意对对了的，没有什
22
么问题了的，
minutes for
小
that
梁
opening
，OK 啊，
game.
啊，打法没问题了，哥嘞。 只是对不对？当丙顺正手，你要打给男孩子啊，那个男孩子啊打了2、3粒，他很喜欢插回给你。所以那边啊，如果他有几个插得好啊，你要注意罢了。如果没有啊，你敢挑回对手给你的女孩子啊，然后再来过，啊，那边你要注意罢了，往前 ，OK， 啊，你免拍边啊，你免拍边啊，你中啊，你單到正手，一直就來到正手嘅，一樣出格，出到正。如果你未啊，你拍一百輕啊，無下面嘅，百輕 block 你嚟，啊，佢哋一度都冇學嘅，你綁，你特別綁到啲 center 啊，好嘅打波正手啊，一直都係來到正手嘅，你注意啦，咪叫，特別你攞柄嘅背嘅移動都係較輕快，咪佢又綁，佢擋都接不到第二粒，啊，係啊，好，咪我意思話咪背佢去，啊。買背向背佢去，你好一排你扶落去啊，你第2排你行你袂去，啊，你一排你去拍落去，你等第2排，啊，你冇你背上你啊，一直都來嘅，一直都來到正手嘅。
打一个网过去，我就当然我就注意好网前，你就注意他家里那个男的，还有一些。
只是女的，女的0比0那边开球，你要注意不了，一开他会这个丙顺比较难受。看是不是差一个中间啊，可以吗？哦。
그리고 승재야, 인성 한번 챙겨줘 네가 여자한테 드라이브 설수 있던 거. 어차피 쟤들 힘이 없어. 때려봤자 다시 오니까. 어? 그리고 걸을 땐 네가 확실히 그냥 걸고 확실하게 들어가고 유정이한테 맡겨주란 말이야. 그냥 말했어. 응?
성재야, 이건 다르다.
Second game.
볼이 짧으면 성재.
Go ball. Play.
So the number 5 seeds, Saw Sun Jae and Che Yu Jung. One game to the good against the number 4 seeds, Champion Sun and Go Liu Ying.
Service over. 1 love. Service over. 1 all.
That's exactly what you were talking about in the opening game, wasn't it? Getting it over Go Liu Ying's head at the back of the court.
Yeah, she's a bit vulnerable down there at the back.
Play.
By far the favourite formation for the two Malaysians is having Go Liu Ying at the front, and then of course Peng Sun to cover as much as he can at the back. But there's a lot of pressure on Peng Sun because he needs to be not only covering a lot, he needs to be very aggressive as well.
Interesting that Tam Wee Keong has been sitting on the coaching bench.
Yeah, but I think they've formed a little family of all the players that's gone independent in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So they're helping one another out, whether it's for training, whether it's sitting behind the courts and so on. I think it's been a little good gathering there, and I really like it. I think that's nice. And Peng Sun sometimes also sit behind Go Vishem and Tan Wee Keong.
Yeah, it's nice. Danish players all did that when there was a dispute going on with the...
Yeah, about 8, 9, 10 months ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That is fabulous.
Service over. 3 all.
Good rally. Fast reactions.
Oh, that's a good backhand.
It's amazing.
Good backhand by Seo Sung-jae there. Nice.
4-3.
Look at that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Good pressure.
Service over. 4-all.
Yeah. She really is so clever at the front of the court, Go Li-ying.
Yeah, that shot she's playing back to Cha Yu-jung here is really clever, as you say. Trying to have a look at that. It's dipping below the tape, and you know what can she do about it?
No.
And that's another one there, just behind the back.
6-4. Service
They
over.
absolutely pounced on that low serve, didn't they?
5-6.
He's very good moving forward, Seo Sung-jae. He's not so good if he's forced to move backwards.
Oh, that's well left.
Service over. 7-6.
Second service error from the Koreans. It's well worked. I like the way they set up the rally, the Malaysians. Working so well for each other.
They do, but they also been playing together for years and years and years. I don't know when the combination started, but what, back in 2010?
No, it was 2008 actually.
2008.
Just 4 tournaments that year,
Yeah.
but that's when they first played together.
Yeah.
So a challenge on the front service line from the Malaysians. Oof! Well, you've got to hand it to the umpire because she called that out.
Yes. She's sharp.
She is.
Over. 7-8. Play. Service over. 9-7.
just enough pace on it, wasn't it, to get it past Go Ying.
10,
Malaysians
7.
ended up winning the rally anyway, but that shot was superb from So Seung Jae.
The Malaysian pair have been successful in pushing Cha Yu-jung a bit back from the net.
So to the mid-game interval with a 4 points advantage. So exactly the same scoreline as the opening game, 11-7, but the advantage to the opposite pair in the second.
승자, 유정이 뒤에 있으면 네가 그냥 네가 마무리 하려 하지 말고 그냥 붙이고 유정이가 좀 힘들더라. 네가 붙일 건 붙여주고 해야 한단 말이야. 그리고 유정이가 거기 뒤에서
So Morton, we started quarterfinals day
Yes.
with defending champions in all 5 disciplines. 4 of those defending champions have played. 3 are through to the semi-final. And the reason I mention that is because the defending champions in the mixed doubles
is
world
not.
number ones, Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong, beaten by Jordan and Octavianti. And the other thing we should mention is the pair promoted from the reserve list
Yes.
from Chinese Taipei, Wang Qilin and Chen Qiyao have also got through to the semi-final of the mixed doubles.
And they have played an awesome tournament.
This is way open now.
Yes.
Wide open.
Yeah, but when you consider how close Jordan and Octavianti were when they were playing Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yaqiong at the All England in March in the semi-final, it was really close. They had match points against them, but they lost it, and here they reversed that one.
Yeah.
Service over. 12-8.
The Korean pair have kind of been a little bit in trouble lately, I think, because they are not attacking as much as they used to. And why are they not attacking? And I mentioned it earlier, I think the Malaysians have been really good pushing Cha Yu-jung away from the net, and they are by taking a lot of control up there. And that ensures that the Korean pair is not attacking as much as what they did in the opening game.
Yeah.
And they somehow, the Koreans have to get back into that, how they're going to set up the attack, because they are far best when they're attacking.
Yeah.
And it's a good smash here by So Seung Jae down the line on the forehand side of Chan Peng-sun.
Oh, goodness. Must have taken his eye off the shuttle watching his opponents.
11, 12.
It's almost, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way at all, but it's almost as if we've gone back an era watching this mixed doubles, because it's much more the traditional style.
It is.
With the 2 female players on court absolutely intent on trying to dominate the front court area.
Yeah. And I really like the way that
Service over.
Cha Yu-jung is playing. I think she's really a busy bee up there. She is so active in whatever she's doing. I really like to watch it.
But isn't it nice that right now we have different styles of mixed doubles, and how the game sort of goes in ebbs and flows of, you know, it all became very fast and very furious, and you know, the women playing almost like a level doubles at
Yes,
times and
yeah.
so on. And now I'm watching this and I'm thinking this is really intriguing tactically watching this match.
12, 13.
Yep, I agree with you. More tactics is coming into it
Yeah.
as soon as we're having a situation like this. If we have more a situation like an even doubles situation, then a lot of the tactics is disappearing.
Yeah.
Service over. 14, 12. Service over. 13, 14.
That's a good return.
Service over. 15.
Have you noticed
13.
how few shots are going out on the back line?
Yeah, I think you're right about shuttles.
Yeah. In the men's doubles as well.
Yeah. Wasn't the best of serves. Yeah,
Service
see it
over.
very loose there.
14, 15.
See, that was a perfect example of CHAE Jung. An absolute refusal to stay at the back of the court.
Yeah.
I hit 2 shots and then I'm just charging forward.
Whatever happens.
Yeah.
And there we got Chu Juneng and Tan Wei Kiong.
It was a good flick serve. And at this crucial stage, the Koreans go into the lead once more.
Go, go, go. Sixteen, 15.
On the 9 games of elite level sport. We're winning with this shuttle. We don't want to change it.
Nope.
3 straight points to go into the lead. Good rally. Oh my goodness!
Came running forward there. That was with intent.
17, 15.
Goodness. Gosh, you need fast reactions, don't you?
Just fast eyes just to follow.
Yeah.
16, 17.
So I think it's going to be extremely important for Goh Liu Ying to serve a run of points here if the Malaysians are going to take this second game. That was not good from Cha Yu-jung. She had a great chance to put that one away, and she did manage to do so.
This one wasn't the best either from Chan Peng-soon.
18-16.
Yeah. Well, this is extraordinary. 6 of the last 7 points
19,
to the Korean
16.
combination.
And the problem for the Malaysian combination here is that next time they of course have to win this one or the next one, but then it's Chan Peng-soon to serve. Which means that he's got to serve 2 or 3 points.
Yeah.
Service over.
So now the pressure is extremely on Chan Peng-soon's serve, and he's got to make it, and he's got to make 2, maybe even 3 in a row here, and that's not easy.
Play.
A flick.
A flick will come.
Service error.
Yeah, but I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pressure is on that serve.
His second service error, and it gives 3 match point opportunities to So Seung-jae and Cha Yu-jung. Oh, that was going wide.
Chances. That's a good smash cross caught there by Chan Peng-soon. Really good. Good power, good pace.
Service over.
So one of the match points has been well saved by the Malaysians. Another 2 opportunities, though, for the Korean pair. And on their second opportunity, I was a little surprised that Goh Liu Ying chose to use the flick serve when she's been serving so well on the low serve. 21-18, 21-18. And So Seung-jae and Cha Yu-jung are in their 4th semi-final in 4 tournaments played, their last 4 tournaments that they've played. 46 minutes for their victory, and they are through to the semi-final, where they will play against the number 2 seeds Wang Yi Lu and Huang Dongping.